Step right in, don't miss the show. Big Fat Rick is ready to go. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, come on in for the slickest trick. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, tune it now, he's your midnight pick. Big Fat Rick, Big Fat Rick, stay tuned now for the Big Fat Rick Show.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the Big Fat Rick Show. We got another good episode for you guys tonight. We got JDevil joining us at 8 p.m. But first up, we got King of the Horriblecore. Now, before I bring him on, let me just say that he's one of the first people that greeted me when I got to Battle Creek, to the event where I saw him perform. I was with Snide, and I didn't know who he was without the mask or any of that. I didn't even know who I was talking to. I was like, this guy's a nice guy or whatever. And then Snide was like, no. And then Snide told me who he was. I was like, yo, super cool guy. And I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag. Like when you see him and you hear his music and all of that's one side of him. But bro, he's not really like that. You know what I mean? Like he's a real person. Let me just put it like that, man. Let me bring on King of the Horriblecore, man. What's going on, bro?
What's good?
Yo, much love, man. Thanks for being here today.
Hey, it's an absolute honor to be honored. When Lisa hit me up, I was all about it, man.
Yo, that's what's up, man. That's crazy, bro. So, yeah, we met in person in Battle Creek. Yeah, you were a super cool dude in person, real down-to-earth guy. Then you got on stage and transformed into something else. You know what I mean? So somebody different. Like I was like, I didn't meet this guy. I met somebody else. So, but no, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's like there's a line there. You know what I mean? When the mask comes on, when the mask comes out, there's a certain person, and then in real life there's another person. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. It gets my wife laughing because the content that I rap about is very, very far, for the most part, from who I am as a person.
So what does your wife think of it all? Like when you bring this mask out right now, like what does your wife, is she like, yeah, or is she like, bro?
You know what? She's very supportive, but she laughs. She finds it very funny. Given my background on everything I've done, and then where I'm at today doing this, she just finds it pretty humorous.
And how long you guys been together?
My wife and I, we've been together technically since 2008. We've been on and off, but we've been married for going on 9 years.
9 years. Okay. Well, that's, y'all are grinding now. 9 years, y'all are in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And she's a supporter of what you overall, of what you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Overall, I mean, anytime I'm like, hey, I'm going to hit the road for a few days, or hey, I'm about to go do this or that, she's like, go do it. I'll be here, make sure the bills are paid. That's all I care about. So as long as the bills are covered, yeah, I'm free to do what I'd like. She comes out to a lot of shows. If I go on like a mini tour or a tour, she'll hit the home dates, but not usually hit the rest of them.
Now, how far have you gone in touring? Like, what's the furthest you've been away from home?
So I have done literally East Coast to West Coast.
Damn.
I was in California a couple months ago. I've done Massachusetts. I've done. I'm trying to think. I know it was right off the water on the East Coast last year. So
you didn't come to Philly, huh?
So we were supposed to be in Pennsylvania for a show, and I don't know what happened, and then they changed it to Maryland.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
when y'all come to Philly, man, let me know for sure, man.
I'd be honored. My sister was born and raised in Philly, so I would be honored to hit Philly.
I think I remember you telling me, but she's not here anymore, though, right? She's somewhere else now.
She lives in California, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So
we were Navy brats, so she was born in Philly, and then my dad got stationed in San Diego, and then
that makes sense.
yeah, we moved around quite a bit.
So you've been to Philly though, right?
Yeah, I've been to Philly. What was it called? The Factory, I think it was called.
Yeah, the Hit Factory.
Yeah. So
They have the Laugh Factory. They got a they got a few of them.
I seen Twisted out there. For they had a big show out there probably a decade ago,
Damn.
and I
Yeah,
had Pat and Geno's, but I heard that's not even the places to go.
that's the tourist spot. I mean, it's not. I mean, us locals, we don't eat there. I mean, I've never taken my wife there. She's not from Philly, so I've never taken her there. I feel like Philly would kick me out. I mean, if I did that or whatever.
See,
Us,
that's what I've been told. Again, I did the Pat and Gino thing because I was told that's the spots, and
yeah.
everybody was on my phone. Hey, don't go there. You're wasting time. You're wasting money. Go. I can't remember where they told me to go, but they told me like 2, 3 different places. Those are the real cheesesteaks.
Yeah. No, Electric Factory. That was the name of it. That's right.
Electric
The
Factory.
Electric Factory. My fault, man. I see y'all in the chat, man. Mad love to everybody. This individual, this one of your people. I'm not sure I know this guy, but yo, what's up?
Do you need your phone?
What, baby?
Your phone? Do you need
Oh, Amy Guy.
No.
Okay. I was trying to figure out the name, but now I figured it out. That's Amy Guy. That's the homegirl. I fucking love her.
Oh, the homegirl. That's what's up, man. So your dad was in the Navy. So where did you grow up the majority of your childhood?
Childhood, I grew up in San Diego,
Oh
and then
wow, I didn't even know that, bro.
yeah, I'm a Cali boy, born and raised. And then I moved to Michigan when I was 16.
Okay, so your sister's older than you.
Yeah, she's 4 years older than me.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yep.
Okay, so you grew up out west.
Yep.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different thing, bro.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up on mainly punk rock and Tupac and Brother Lynch and
Brother Lynch. It's
you know,
EBK every day, all day to the day I
right
die.
there. You
Yeah,
know it.
I think everybody from back then who was involved in any street sort of life, yeah, man, we know that. Even way out here, bro, we know that.
Yep.
So you moved to Michigan when you were 16.
Yep. Moved to Michigan at 16. Lived out here. Let's see, till I was 22. Then I moved to Denver for 4 years, and then I moved back here for my wife and I to be together.
Okay, so you moved to Michigan at 16, but you moved to where? Pontiac?
When we moved here, we were in Royal Oak,
Excuse me. Okay, I'm not familiar. Oh wait, no, I think I've heard of that.
Ferndale, Royal Oak. It's about 10 minutes from the Detroit, 10, 15 minutes from Detroit.
Yeah, yeah. So needless to say, you you saw some stuff at 16. I mean, was it different from Cali? Like, what was it? What was the biggest difference?
So Cali is very busy, and I mean, I was always getting in trouble out there. I was partying it up, but when I moved to Michigan, it tamed down quite a bit. Um, Cali, things are open all night long, while in Michigan, things were closing down at like 10 o'clock.
And when did hip hop become like introduced into your equation? Because you said punk rock and well, you did say Pac and
Yep.
Brother Lynch. So I guess in the West Coast, that's when you first started with the hip hop.
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, bro.
No,
So you're a little bit older then. So it was like a mesh of those different things, right? Those
yep.
different genres.
Absolutely. I'm 41.
You said 4-1.
Yep.
All right, yeah. So we know a lot of the same. We're from the same era, pretty
Gotcha.
much. So who in hip hop like was influencing you though? Because I mean, I see like your persona now, and I know ICP somewhere along the line. But before that, like, or was there any like how did we get here where we are now?
So realistically, I got into ICP right around 9 years old because
Damn.
my family's mostly from Michigan. So there was a point where my dad would bring my sister and I out in the summertime, and my cousin got me into ICP when I was young. Um, so I mean, I've been listening for many years to openly with genres. I've seen everything from Kid Rock to Limp Bizkit to ICP to Kiss to Ted Nugent to um.
No M?
No, I've never seen them.
Damn.
I've seen Tina Turner and Janet Jackson, but I ain't seen OM.
Oh, that's an accomplishment. That's, Tina Turner. That's one of the, that's, that's iconic right
Yeah,
there. And I guess you would say Janet Jackson too. You know what I mean? But Tina, I think, was more impactful. In
absolutely.
so, what other hip hop were you listening to, or what you just was it? Were you all in on ICP, or were there other influences?
So majority when I was young would be like I said, Pac would be Brother Lynch would be Nas. Esham came around when I was like 11, 12 years old, probably. Um, Trying to think. Silk the Shocker.
Silk the
Um,
Shocker. That's one I don't hear a lot.
but yeah, and then eventually Juvenile came around, stuff like that. But I was always open minded to hear new things, and if it was catchy, I would. My rule with music is always listen to a song 3 times. Listen for the beat, listen for the lyrics, then listen together. So as I would hear something on the radio, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna check this out. All right, that's cool. I'm gonna give it another listen. You know what? The beat's whack. Let's try it together. All right, cool. I can mess with this or I can't.
And you actually started out by making beats.
Me no. So when I got into the scene, I started off as just like a street teamer for like ICP and Twisted. And then eventually I met this gentleman, Bakelo,
I
who's
I know who he is. Yeah.
so I met him and he was working under Anybody Killa on Killa's sub label. And he started looking out for me because I didn't have the funds to go to shows. Like we were always trying to get our money together, to make sure everything was taken care of for bills and everything. And Bakelo would be like, yo, you're not going to miss a show. You're coming out. I got you on tickets. So Bake always looked out. And eventually, like, I think second or third show, I'm like, hey, man, can I make you some flyers? I'm going to go street team when I'm doing Twisted and ICPs. I'm going to do street team for you. And so it went from street team. And then Bakelo was like, hey, you ever thought about management? And I was like, man, I'm just a street teamer. I don't know nothing about that. He's all, I'll teach you everything I know. So he got me started as his manager, started showing me the ropes. Then he
See,
introduced me. He's like, "Hey, I wanna kind of do this label thing. I got this homie Zitro and I got this homie Puppet Master and Histio. So we started a record label called Grinch Music, and we were doing that. Then the estate of Dr. Seuss somehow found us, so we were obviously making some noise.
oh,
They
so
get
they came down on you.
Oh yeah, we got the cease and desist. They said get rid of pull everything down. Any merch you have left, send to us. Which hell no, we're not sending you what we paid for. But basically, we had to stop selling at that point. We had to cut it down and then regroup and figure everything out. We gave it another
Damn.
rule in 2019. We came out with non grata entertainment, which basically just means unwelcome. But Bakelo started taking off behind the scenes more so than on the stage. Zitro had a kid. Histio was going through some things in life, and Puppet Master had already walked away. So I was managing, and then I was still promoting shows and doing shows, and I got bored. And the problem with me is I get bored very easily, very quickly. And a lot of people are like, "Hey, you should try just make a CD, do it for fun, just make one CD." So I ended up started working on a CD. Zitro had me in the studio, and I was like, "All right, this is fun, this is cool, whatever."
So that was your first time actually creating music.
Yeah, and we made the one EP, which ended up becoming Escape Room, and then I started working on Shermology, and I'm like, you know what, man, this actually is bringing me joy in life. I'm getting the voices out of my head. This is fun. Like, this is real to me. Like, I want to keep doing this. And he's like, nah. You probably ain't gonna want to do this for long, but he was supportive. I mean, we put a lot of hours in the studio. I was at one point I was only able to do like one or two bars at a time. I'd run out of breath, and he's like, "Dude, this is gonna take forever." But
Well,
so
because you hadn't trained your voice yet, or
you know,
yeah.
and then being asthmatic too, I was like, "There's no way in hell I'll ever be able to keep doing this," you know. Um,
Oh wow, okay, that's information also I didn't know.
So we did Shermology. That didn't come out for over a year later, but I ended up working on some other stuff in the meantime. And the problem with me, like I said, I get bored easily, so I got to keep doing stuff and doing stuff. Um, but I got onto the Gathering within 3 months of working on music. Um, and
How
yes, I
many
will.
times have you played at the gallery? I mean, at
So
the gathering. I'm sorry.
I've had two official spots. This year was my second official spot. So I played 2 years ago, and I played this year. I got to perform one song last year on my producer Thick Chris's set because he was shooting a music video for me. So he let me take on one track. Um, but yeah,
That's
that
pretty
first
dope.
the first time was cool because I was on a pirate ship. But
So, I think your story is really interesting, bro, because I don't think I've ever met anybody who started in the shadows and then kind of crossed over to the music. Now, I have met a bunch of people who started with the music and now they've crossed over and they're doing management and production and stuff like that. Like, but no, I don't. I think you're the first person that actually started on that side of it. So I find that interesting, bro. So
yep,
that's what you fell in love with. The management stuff was like, yeah, this is all right, this is cool, but you know, what I mean, when you started doing that, that's when you really found what you like. That's what it sounded like.
yep. And I mean, even as a teenager, like I played drums in a band. We did one CD and that was it. I couldn't even tell you how to play the drums or even where to get started anymore.
Like, yeah, me
Uh,
either, bro. I played the drums too. Everybody I interview, that's like the one instrument we all have played collectively. We all have played the drums. We can't play them anymore. I mean, I beat on the table, you
yeah,
know what I mean? But I can't read the music anymore and all
no,
that.
bro.
But
I tried acoustic guitar. That didn't last long. Actually,
you
what's
tried the
funny?
acoustic guitar, bro. Can I just image that in my head, bro? You with the mask singing "Kumbaya" or something like what an image, bro. Around a
Bro,
campfire.
well, here's one. This will blow your mind a little bit more than an acoustic guitar. When I was a little kid, like I'm saying maybe 5 years old, I was learning the trumpet. My grandpa used to be in a they call them big bag bands.
Big bands, yeah.
So he's out of Poland. He was in a big band called the Lud Gluskin band, and they were really big. But my mom got his trumpet when he passed away, and I would just mess around with that as a kid. Like I remember she'd get so mad because I'd get the mouthpiece stuck in the trumpet,
Yeah.
and she'd have to take it to a shop and get it removed, and it was always expensive. But I would just sit there playing the trumpet. So imagine a mass dude like that playing the trumpet.
I love the trumpet, bro. My brother played the trumpet for many years, man. I love the horns and I just love all of the instruments and I just find it interesting that out of all of us, like the drums, the trumpet comes up a lot too, bro. You're like the third person to say that.
Trumpet's
So,
fire, man. I wish
yeah.
I wish I could take like I knew I had the time where I could just go down and play the trumpet and go meet up with my producer and be like, "Yo, Chris, now I'm working with a couple producers, but work with any of them and be like, hey, let me just throw some trumpet into this, not just something you find, but me actually playing.
Oh
I think
man,
that would be fire.
I love hip hop music when they bring in the horns. You know what I mean? I think that's more like the era that, like the rock era. You know what I mean? Like all them, they had that kind of music, that kind of sound. I love it, bro. What's it like working with Thick Chris?
Chris, dude, the wizard. He's dope, man. I did a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of beats for me. Majority of my music in the first year and a half was Thick Chris. And I love it because he's a bit wild. So I could be like, yo, man, I want something off the wall, like, just tantrum style beat. And he'd be like, all right, here you go. Tell me what you think. And it would work.
He's a bit of a mystery, bro. I'll tell you that from the outside, never
Yeah.
having worked with him.
He's fire, though. I love messing with him. I'm now messing with this guy, Dr. Cryptic. He's out of Missouri.
I don't
And
think I've heard of him.
so a lot of the beats on 3 the Horrible Way were either Dr. Cryptic, I know Marcus or KPZ had a couple beats mixed in there, but we have a lot of Dr. Cryptic on our stuff.
Man, you pretty interesting, bro. So you started, and then so you started making the music. So when did you start making? I thought you made beats. Somebody told me you
No,
made beats.
no, I've never made beats.
You never made beats?
Nope. With my belly, maybe, but that's about it.
I think I can relate, bro, a little bit.
A little bit of fat drumming going on, but no, I've never made beats. I've only rapped.
So you have some news, I guess. So recently you joined a record label.
Yes, sir. So yesterday, no, not yesterday. Wow, my days are all messed up. Friday, I performed at the Gathering of the Juggalos, and to kick off my set, Scum, the Gorefather, the leader of LSP, inducted me or had me join on LSP. It's actually been known about since January, but L's up. LSP's been around for 26 years. It's an honor to be welcomed in and them to have the faith in me. Um, I've known these cats since 2010, and we've always done business. When they come to Michigan, 90% of the time, I'm the one booking them out here. The tours that I've gone on so far have been with Scum or Scum and Insane Poetry. But
Well,
I kept telling them,
First of
thank you,
all,
brother.
congratulations, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
That's probably a long time coming, right?
I've only been rapping for 3 years, so for me to say a long time coming would be disrespectful to the people who have been doing it for 20 plus.
Okay.
Um,
I thought you were
but
rapping longer than that. My fault.
no, you're good, brother. It's been just about 3 years, and that's where it's a bit crazy to me because Scum always has a rule with LSP. You must be an artist for at least 10 years before he'll even consider you.
But you were in the game. It's a tough call, bro, because you were involved.
Yeah,
You may
I've
have
been
not been
involved, but
putting out EPs, but you were involved.
yep. And technically, my first track that I ever did just for fun came out like 11 years ago. But
See, there you go.
but I don't count that because it was literally just to be funny. I did a song called Holidays on a Sublime beat, which thankfully I haven't got a cease and desist or a shutdown on.
It's coming, bro. Now that they're watching this, and it's coming, bro.
But no, it's been 3 years, and it kicked off. So I've been threatening Scum. I'm like, look, bro, you're going to sign me to the label or I'm going to take over your label. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Back in November of last year, we were at a show in Wisconsin, and my wife was like, so are you going to sign Andy or what?
And you had your wife putting the pressure on him.
And that's when he's like, look, I have a real 10 years, but with Sherm, if he's gonna stay at it, and I know how his work ethic is, let's see where he's at 3 years, and then let me revisit it. And then 2 months later, so January came around this year, and I was already geared up. We planned on going the hardcore horrorcore tour, so Triple MFD and Danny Diablo, my boy Slippas, and I sent him a picture. I'm like, look, for this tour, I'm going to drop an EP that's going to be tour exclusive. And he's like, wait a second, you just dropped a CD. You got another CD coming? I'm like, dude, I got him in the hole. Like, I'm ready to go. I don't stop.
So you work a lot then, though. You
Oh yeah, right now I'm sitting on a completed EP. I have a full length that's coming out October. I have three the horrible way with KPZ and Dope Da Vinci that we're about halfway done, and I'm about to start my EP for next spring.
Yeah, you guys stay busy, man. You guys stay busy. The gentlemen you just named, all of them, they have complete lives. They have families, businesses. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and they put out music, bro. Like they're signed professionally, and you know what I mean. Like they don't miss a beat. I have so much respect for them, bro. I just can't. There's something wrong with me, I guess. I can't. I don't have any of that stuff in the current time. You know what I mean? And I'm still having a hard time pushing out that level of high quality music, man. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't.
It's motivation, man, and everybody's like, oh, motivation could be this, it could be that. Mental motivation is the hardest thing, man. I should be going to the gym every single day, and for a while I was, but then I stopped. I just lost that mental motivation. It wasn't clicking. Eventually, I'll go back to the gym and I'll go hard like I was for a while, but
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Did the mental motivation, you say you lost it, or did it shift to something else?
I want to say just because I know how I am with everything and how my brain constantly goes, I feel like I lost the gym part of it. So it kind of shifted because now I'm like back in music, but I was doing music and going to the gym constantly, and then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over going to the gym for a bit.
We got
So
we got a country boy Dollar in the chat. He started going to the gym recently. He had posted pictures and stuff. It's
oh yeah,
hard, bro. It's tough to maintain everything in your life, and then also now, like you said, have the mental fortitude now to go to the gym and do all those things. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's a struggle that a lot of us have. Put it like that, for
absolutely,
different reasons, different reasons.
absolutely. Like at the gathering, like I was on the Go God summoning set, and we were kind of just gonna stay in pose back on our position while other artists were performing. And I'm like, you know what, being in this pose, it was kind of stale because I'm just standing there. And then I realized everybody else was kind of dancing and getting into it, so I did. But I'm like, I want to get some hand weights. I want to be able to just be at home working on music and just start lifting some hand weights.
Yeah. Well,
You
yeah,
know,
that's a good idea, bro. I used to wear those ankle weights. Like,
oh, I hate those.
yeah, no, they suck ass, bro. But they do help though. Like as far as this was back when I was actually, presentable. You know what I'm saying? Where I could take my shirt off without the police being called. You know what I mean? The
Yeah, I
authorities.
still do. I'm doing, well, the wife's finishing the laundry, but I got it started. We live in an apartment, so it's shared laundry. And I'm taking the laundry up. My shirt's off. I'm just wearing shorts. I don't care.
Yeah,
But I've always been that fat kid. Like, good example, the March on Washington. There was a Juggalo March on Washington. I think it was 2017. I was in Rolling Stone, Vibe, and a couple other magazines where my belly's just hanging out. Everybody's taking pictures. I don't care.
that's how I roll now, bro. Now, see, I wasn't fat before. I was all, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but circumstances, and now I'm a fat fuck. It is what it is, you know. You know what I mean? I've always liked food. The difference is now I can't burn it off, and now have the problem with the intake versus, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough, bro. I don't even know if you know, but I have stiff person syndrome, so I struggle with that. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucked. You probably don't even know what that is, but it's pretty
Nah,
fucked.
I'm guessing it doesn't let you be motivated to move a lot and easily
Yeah,
move a
it's
lot.
an autoimmune disease, but it's neurological, and so my brain quit producing this stuff called GABA, so my muscles are all tight and they're like always working. So
Hmm.
I always feel like I worked out, but without the benefit, you know what
Of
I
working
mean,
out.
of actually working out. So
Yeah.
Celine Dion has it too. So if you ever see her story, it's the same crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So when did you meet KPZ and Dope Da Vinci?
So Dope Da Vinci I met back in 2002.
Damn.
We were at a Anybody Killa in store, and I had just basically no. You know what? I'm lying. 2003. We were at an Anybody Killa in store. I had just got off work. I was working at Walgreens. I show up. I'm wearing a black tie, a wife beater, tank top, and my work pants. And they started calling me Avril back then because Avril Lavigne was huge on that look back then.
Oh, is that why he keeps typing that in the chat? I didn't know what he was talking about.
See, I can't see the chat, but yeah, if he was
Well, no,
mentioning
not now,
Avril,
but earlier he was
oh,
like,
okay,
yeah.
yep. And then KPZ I actually met when I moved back to Michigan, so 2012, 2013, somewhere in there.
And then, like, when did you start? But you didn't work with them like on it, like music, right?
No, I was just a bit of a fan. I loved what Dopey was doing. Having a friend that was real, man. Like I I always tell Dopey this story, and he don't really remember too much. But back in 2010, I flew out to go to Hall of Wicked, and we're all out in the parking lot, a bunch of us just having a good time hanging out. And there's this homeless guy that was kind of like walking around, whatever. And we wanted to get a group photo, and Dopey asked him if he'd take a group photo. And next thing I see, Dopey's just reaching in his wallet, pulling out all his cash. Just, man, I appreciate you. He made sure he had something to drink. Dopey's the guy that will literally give you everything he has, including the shirt off his back. And if you still need more, he'll give you that more.
He seems like that, bro. But
He's
I
always been
kind of
that
get
way.
that impression about KPZ as well.
KPZ, I'm so KPZ and I's relationship. It's been kind of a slow one of getting to really know each other. I would say in the last 3, 4, 5 years, maybe, where I really got to know him. But I met him, but we didn't really talk a lot. Like, we had our own things going on. But and realistically, I don't feel like until we decided that we were going to do the track for my CD that we talked as much as we do now. And now getting to really know KPZ, dude, he's that real one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, I literally hit him up. I'm still trying to learn stuff. Like, I have my little studio set up at home, and I keep trying to learn it so I can actually use it. But I'm in an apartment, so I can't be loud. I can't
Yeah,
bother the
yeah.
neighbors and stuff. But I'm trying to learn how to make sets, and I've done a couple that I made myself. But I'll be like, "Yo, Marcus, I got the gathering, and I need something fire, man. I need this. I got you. I got you. Just tell me what you want on it. I got you."
That sounds like him. So you can't. Do you record in your apartment?
So I have the whole
Do the cops
not the
come?
no, because usually I'll be recording during the day. So if like on the weekend I'll record during the day. So
Do you know how wicked that must sound with you recording that? Because when how when you record, you're the only one that hears the beat. Lisa has told me too. All they hear is us shouting shit out.
yep.
You know what I mean? Can you imagine like all they hear is you a cappella in there? I'll slice your body. You know what I mean? I put your body on a steak. You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's all you hear. You don't hear no music. You probably like, yo, what's going on with that guy, man?
But I would imagine more so when I'm talking about banging Humpty Dumpty. Uh, but yeah, the King of Horriblecore self-titled CD that was all recorded in my home studio. But
At the crib.
man, going to Marcus KPZ's and recording, it sounds so damn crisp
It does. It
that
does.
I can't record at my home studio. Like, it's disrespectful to the fans for me to put out a product that's done on the studio.
Now there's a rumor about you, bro. There's a rumor that said that I heard that somebody told me that when you record, you only wear the mask.
I don't think I've ever recorded wearing the mask.
No, I mean that you don't wear nothing else. You only wear the mask. That's what I heard, bro.
I've never recorded wearing the mask, and for those perverts that gotta know, no, I've never had sex with the mask on.
Oh God. Yo, I swear to God, yo, I feel like you calling me out, bro. Because I in the beginning of the interview, I was like, "Am I gonna ask him?" The thought, like, "Does you wear that in the bedroom?" But like, I was like, "I'm gonna refrain." You know what I mean?
I get
But
that question asked so often; it's hilarious to me. But
I don't even know what
no,
that looks like, bro. You just come in there with the mask on.
it's like, hey, baby, come check me out. You know,
Oh my God,
no, no, I would never do that to my wife. If
she
it's
might
going
like
to,
it, bro.
like,
You know what I mean?
she's just happy if I'm ever in the mood. Like, that's the problem with my brain is always going. So that's unfortunately a last place topic.
Um, so where did you come up with this idea of the mask? Damn, babe, what's going on the block?
Oh damn, I hear that.
Yo, it's like there's like 50 cops like in front of my house.
They heard there's a juggalo on your feed, so they're coming.
Hey, that shit's wild, bro.
So
That's Philly,
being
man. It's Philly,
being from the scene that I'm in, everybody wears makeup or masks or whatnot.
right?
So I started. Let's see, I started without the mask. The first 2-3 times I performed was no mask, and then I got this gray mask. It was a Halloween mask from The Purge, and I was like, you know what, this is kind of dope. So I had a denim vest and this silver spiked up mask. And I did the first gathering performance in it. I did a couple shows. And then my homie SON, something out of nothing, he's like, man, are you going for a bondage look? You trying to look like bondage or what? I'm like, nah. I wanted to wear a mask. And, I was told I should show off my juggalo stomach because it says juggalo on my stomach. And it would be a good look.
You should.
Well, now after he made that comment, he's like, "Look, man, I'm gonna put you in touch with this dude, and he makes my mask, and I bet you could come up with a mask with him that you're gonna like so much better. It's gonna make more sense because the Halloween mask is like a hard plastic. It has no movement,
Yeah. That's gonna be
and
tough to wear like for a prolonged period of time.
yeah, it got to the point I did a show and like the plastic of it started to break." So it was cutting my not my cornea, my like the eyelid,
Yeah.
and I'm like, nah, I can't do this. So,
Yeah. F that. You
so
know what I
I
mean?
I got in touch with Brandon Philbrick, who did this mask. He does all of Olazul Elu's masks, or most
So,
of them. I think they have another guy too now.
so he
But
designed it or whatever.
yeah, So I cheated. It's one price if you get complete customization, and let me tell you, that price is through the roof. But he let me look at some products he's already made and mold them together. And since they were casts that he already had, he didn't have to custom make it and do all the all the hard work behind it. So I pointed out a couple things and we put it together and it came into what is now the King of Horriblecore face. And
Pretty distinguishable.
yeah,
Like now that I know, you know what I mean? As soon as I see that purple, I know
yeah.
who it is, bro.
And I've even played with the idea of maybe changing the color, invert it, like instead of having all purple and black, do black with purple. I thought about doing green, but I love the purple. The purple pops.
Yeah. You should
It's kind
stick with
of
it.
distinguished. Yeah.
Stick with it,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I like it, bro. I like the color scheme. I think it's different, bro. It's it's dark, but then it I don't know, bro. It's very original. Like, I've seen a lot of masks. I've seen a lot of people do all kind of different shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I've seen a mask quite like yours, bro.
He
What
he
was
kills it.
what was the Juggalo? What was the gathering of the Juggalos like this year, bro?
So it's hard for me to give feedback because I work the gathering with Juggalos. For about the last 10 years, I've been a worker. So I was actually in the ticket booth from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day until Saturday. Then I was in there 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. So I was on the grounds very minimal. I got to do my sets, things like that. So to give a full like recap or fair judgment, all I could say is when I was on the grounds, I was happy. I had a good time.
How did your set go?
The sound was terrible.
Damn.
I wanted to punch the sound guy in the mouth, but that stage was just not done right. It was the weakest karaoke PA system I ever seen. As for fun and enjoyment,
Not great reviews, not stellar.
yeah,
You're not getting. Not, don't go on Yelp, bro, because
no, I'd be a Karen on Yelp, bro. Um, but no, the fan reviews has been positive. But the sound guy again, like I told him, hey, you need to play this set. That's on. I had 5 sets on my flash drive, and I told him this is the one that needs to be played for the set tonight. And it's the first one on the flash drive. This motherfucker played the 3rd one on the flash drive.
just on shuffle.
Yeah, I don't know what he did.
He's just on shuffle. Right? What the fuck?
But basically, what it was, there was 2 WAV files, 2 MP3 files, or 3 MP3 files. One of them had my hype man on it. There's a song that we do together that I'll only do if he's there, just because of the energy he brings. So I did one where he wasn't on, like if he wasn't going to show up. One that if he did show up, and then Smalls 1 was part of my set, and we didn't know if her flight was going to have any cancellations or rescheduling. Because she lives down in Corpus Christi, so she has to fly from Corpus to Dallas before she can even go anywhere. So we did it with and without her, and I'm like, look, you got to do this. And the set he played the one that has my hype man on it, but he played the one without Smalls 1 on it.
So that threw you off, right? Like now you're on stage, and now I gotta improvise. There ain't nothing like that.
So she was about to do her verse and couldn't do it because it just cut out.
Damn.
And Scum comes up to me from behind, and he's like, hey, when you're done with the set, let's acapella this shit. So I'm like, let's run it. And sure enough, we finished out the set. People had fun. I had probably 300 packs of cookies that flew into that crowd.
Yeah, I was getting there. I was gonna get to that. You have a song called "Milk and Cookies."
Cookies and milk, yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, "Cookies and Milk." We got to get the chronological order correct. You know what I mean? What was I mean, other than the fact that cookies and milk are, fucking delicious. You know what I'm saying? What was the inspiration for that?
Drunk. So Zitro, I love that man. He's such a good dude. Like I said, I managed him. He's done so much. But during COVID, I'm in a live video and I'm drunk, and I'm just saying cookies and milk, and I literally had cookies and milk, and I'm like cookies and milk, cookies and milk.
That's how I get when I do the little dance and shit. Yeah.
So he took that clip and he made it into a song. It was never supposed to be a real song or nothing, but he did that. And I'm like, dude, let's try it out. Let's see what it's like. Like, I played it on a set, and every single show, are you doing cookies and milk? You going to do cookies and milk? So it's a staple.
Now, so they like the song, but at the end of the song, you do something special.
At
right?
the end?
Or at the beginning, or when do you hand out the cookies and the milk?
Throughout throughout almost the whole track.
Oh, okay. So you just do it throughout the whole song?
Yeah, we just throw them throughout the song.
Did you do that at Battle Creek?
Yep.
I only remember him throwing the cookies at the end.
So what happened was it was such a hot hell show there. I handed the bag of cookies to the DJ, to Doc Sauce, and he just went in and grabbed a cookie and started eating it. He wasn't catching on that I was trying to get him to throw them. And Marcus somehow knew that's what I wanted. And Marcus ran up on stage and grabbed the bag and started throwing them out. And that was the first time KPZ ever threw out them cookies, man. But
Somebody
yeah,
said he really enjoys doing that. Like he feels like a little kid doing that.
he is. Anytime he's at a show that I'm at, I'm like, will you please throw him out? Will you do it? Because that look, man, that's a special look. Like what I always tell people, I grew up loving ICP and the Juggalo genre. I used to go to shows all the time and just have the time of my life. It was a type of magic, and eventually I fell out of the magic. It's just not there for me like it used to be. I
Yeah.
still love the Juggalos. I love being around the homies and everything. But the special magic and any Juggalo that's still into it can vouch for that magic.
I know
But
exactly what you're talking. I mean, I'm not a juggalo and never have been, but from the outside looking in, bro, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not the same anymore, bro. But it's guys like you that still embody sort of the original, like, style of it or whatever you want to
yeah,
call it. You know what I mean?
definitely. And see, my wife still loves it. So we go to shows. I get on a show. I'm like, hey, baby, I'm gonna play for ABK or be open for ABK, and she's excited. She has that magic still. So
Nice.
I could be having the worst night. I could be, you know, have a bad set, no money made on merch, nothing going good. But at the end of the night, I know she's gonna be so happy from the show that it kills that funk. Like I get the magic fed from my wife,
That's dope.
so I love that.
That's actually
But
pretty dope, bro.
most shows, realistically, and it's not because I'm an asshole. I will talk to anybody. I will dap anybody up. I always show love. You'll usually find me behind the merch table, just chilling,
Working.
because I'm not real good with crowds. And it's something that developed over the years. Like I went to New York for WrestleMania a couple of years ago, and I damn near had a panic attack. I have a hard time doing crowds anymore.
Bro, it's happened to me.
So yeah, I'm there. I'll always talk to anybody. I'm always trying to be friendly. I'm always willing to network. There's a lot of artists that are coming up just like me. I'm always willing to network and give advice, even though I'm not a manager anymore. I'll always give advice. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, if you ask for it, I'll give it to you. I won't just tell people stuff because I don't want them to think I'm just an egotistical asshole. But if they have questions, I'll always give them some kind of advice. Just drop a little knowledge because at the end of the day, that's how people keep eating and people keep staying alive.
Hell yeah, bro. I know that you have a pretty good work ethic because you were one of the first people that arrived at Battle Creek. Like when we got there, you were like literally the first person that I saw, and you were emptying out your car. I didn't know who you were. I just saw purple shorts and you know,
You know,
and and then later on when Snide got there, he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he told me who you were or whatever. Yo, I want to give a shout out to Raph. You know who Raph is?
Wrath of God,
Yeah.
dude, that's the homie.
I want to
Dylan,
give
yeah,
a big shout out to Wrath of God, bro, because there was. I mean, I'm not gonna get all into it. There was a situation on Facebook where there was an admitted pedo. He admitted it.
yeah,
Okay, he had abused his sister. He just. I don't know who does that to begin with. And then I don't know who does that and then goes on Facebook and tells people, I don't
yeah.
know. I don't need to know.
It's like you're proud of it, bro. Like,
Right.
why?
That's all I need to know.
Yeah,
Right there. A lot of people were talking shit. When you get to the gathering, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. Shouts out to Rap of God, bro, because when he saw that pussy, he swung on him, bro. You know
yep,
what I mean? And the dude had a thing, and he was still swinging. Yo, big shout out to Rap of God. You got my respect, bro, because you said you were gonna do it.
and he
You
done did it.
seen him, and you did it, bro. And everybody else
Yep,
just watched. Everybody,
yep.
there was like 70 people in the comments. Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck you up, man.
Nope,
I,
he
I
was
think
on
that's
it.
the difference, bro, between the magic of what you're talking about that you don't feel anymore. I
Yeah,
think that's the difference, bro. He's the old school. When I see you, it's this and that, and then it was this and that, and
yep,
then verse, yeah, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe that's why your magic's not there. It's different now. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But shouts
No,
out to Wrath of God, bro. So
Rat,
you know
Rat's
him, huh? I didn't
fire.
know.
Yeah, that's the dude. He's on the Swills edition all the time. He's a co-host.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that dude's dope. I've only met him in person a couple times. We did a show out in not Cadillac, Morenci. And I asked him if he throw the cookies, and he's like, oh, "I'm all about that." So no, he's a cool cat. He's a cool cat. I really like him. Um, People can't mess with his style. Like for real, the dude could freestyle hardcore. Uh, he's off the cuff. Like I have a lot of love for Wrath. I really mess with him
One
and
thing I
handling
could,
his business. I've never seen somebody handle it like he handles it.
yeah, man. And he's super original, bro. Like his whole style and everything is just, I mean, either you love it or you don't, but you
Yep.
can't front on the fact of the originality aspect of it. So it's on video. He swung on the dude as soon as he seen him, just like he said he was gonna do.
Yep.
Man of his word, and I mess with that. You know what I mean? I really do.
Word is bond.
Yes, sir. So, what's next for you, man?
So the Horrible Chronicles, like I said, has been complete. It's coming out October on the LSP. So that is my first release on the label. Coming up, I got a show at Diesel in Chesterfield. I got KPZ and Dope Da Vinci on there. Trouble Minds, who's been around forever and a day, are making their return to the stage. Scum and Smalls 1, Bake Low, Insane E, Zagan, Big Brutal. Um, Damn, I know I'm missing Destination. But I got that show. It's a Sunday. Then Juggalo Homecomings that Fridays at the Diesel. The 20th, I'll be in Port Huron at Bola Bola Pizza, which I don't know how it's going to be, but I love pizza. And they said, I'll feed you if you come out. So I said, sure, let's do this.
Yeah,
Um,
pizza's a hellified motivator, bro.
oh, all day. Dude, that's all I ate at the gathering, basically, was pizza.
Yeah.
Um, and then I got Hog Daddy September 25th down in Illinois. And then Gorefest is like the week later out in Denver. So I got a bunch of stuff. Three the Horrible Ways got some stuff coming up. Kentucky, October 24th for Hall of Bleed.
How to bleed instead of Halloween?
Yep, it's Hall of Bleed instead. And that's got
Who comes up with this shit, bro?
it's a Juggalo way, man. Halloween's
Bro, what
our
the fuck?
time.
How to bleed?
Friggin'
Yeah.
Bubba Sparks headlining that shit.
Oh yeah, they told me about that. I
Yep.
didn't know that was the name of it though.
Yeah, it's Hall of Bleed 5. It's Buckshot. It's Bubba Sparks. Three the Horrible Way, and a bunch of others.
So, how often do you get your hair cut?
I shave my head probably every other day.
I was fucking with you, bro.
Oh. I
Where
actually shaved it just before I came on. I wanted to make sure I look good.
you gotta look fresh, bro. Where do we get the merch?
Merch, you could go to www.horriblecore.com. And then in the next few days, the new line on Gorehop, GOREHOP.com, which is LSP's official web store.
What about that shirt you got on right now? Is that part
The
of the?
Little Horrible will be on the LSP's Gorehop shop.
That's dope. I like that shirt, bro.
Little Debbie style.
I like that, bro. And then you have shorts and stuff like that too.
Shorts, jerseys, t-shirts, hats.
Damn, you got hats and everything.
Oh yeah, bucket hats are on the way. They're being made right now.
The homie Jeeves, the Jacker. You probably don't know who that is, but he's one of my homies. He wants your mask autographed by you. I'm like that's probably gonna cost a grip because I mean that shit's custom made and all that.
I will say this. So I did a show in Cadillac back in November with Shaggy Two Dope, and somebody became a fan there. Awesome dude. His family was cool. He ended up buying my jersey off my back, but he's been trying to get my mask ever since that. So I've been up to Cadillac a few times, and the offer has been a 4-digit number. And my wife says, "Hell no, you ain't selling your mask." And the wife's always gonna win.
Are you selling used boxers?
No,
All right, I'll just check it. Somebody say you selling used boxers too.
I'm good.
Do you
Oh,
autograph?
dopey.
Do you autograph them Johns, or you just send them out? You know what I mean?
I mean, if they want to buy some sweaty nest, nah, I ain't
Oh
even gonna go into that.
God!
Nah, nah, nah.
Oh
That's
God!
worse than horrible. That's
You
just terrible.
want to see the horrible?
That skid mark from the show because I couldn't leave the stage. That's just
No,
terrible. No.
damn, bro.
Of course, it's dopey, man. Dopey always with the wild stuff.
That's pretty hilarious,
It's because
actually,
he
man.
wants to buy my boxers.
No, he wants them shipped in a mason jar so that it preserves. You know what I'm saying?
He wants to sniff them before we record the next track.
That's fucked up, bro. Don't bring that to the studio, dope. No, I mean,
Dub,
crack.
I'm gonna come over to the studio right after a show, so I got the sweaty, soggy, nasty
Oh
crusties,
God,
and you can
no.
smell them up.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Hey, shout out to Lions in here. I met this cat out in Salt Lake City. He's got that comedy style too. I really mess with this cat. I got to see him in Salt Lake, I think twice, and then in Cali. Dude's fire, man.
Hey, send your music in Rick Ruger Reviews, gmail.com. We go live on Wednesdays, Thursday, Friday, doing all the music reviews, bro. So send your music in, man. Now I'm curious.
He's off the cuff. You know, I got told this past week that I'm like the Weird Al of the Juggalo world. I don't know if I have anything on Lions when it comes to that comedy aspect. That dude's hilarious. He's fire, man.
They said the Weird Al. That's kind of funny, bro.
And that's another dude I grew up on. So
Yeah,
when I
me
had the
too.
rap and I had the punk, I had the Weird Al. Like
Me
I've
too. I
always
think
been
we all
Rover.
did, bro. The Eat It. That was like when I
Yep.
first started messing with him.
Fat, eat it.
Oh, I remember this. He said I already reviewed one of his songs. I remember that song, bro. Yeah,
That's
he's
it.
out there. You
Yeah,
guys, yeah, he's out there. I remember that.
dude.
Good shit.
When I seen him in Cali, he pulls out this Mickey Mouse doll. It's the first time I seen him with it, and Mickey got the hurting put on him.
Damn. Yo, what was the craziest shit you seen at the gathering?
This year, nothing. In past
Nothing.
years, I've seen girls taking deeps on the glow stick. I've seen trains
Doing
ran.
what? Doing what?
She was having a. She made her glow stick become invisible.
No. God. Yo, man, y'all are fucking crazy. You know what I mean?
She,
Y'all are crazy, bro.
she was just like there was a circle of people around her, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on?" And I walk over there, and oh, that just disappeared.
A lot of alcohol probably and drugs
Oh,
involved in
I'm
in
sure she was on something.
sure some kind of situation there.
My one boy, this was way back. He was on. I don't even know what the hell he was on, but he threw up on the ground. We were camping back then, so we were still a bit younger. He takes a paper plate, wipes it up off the ground, and then he licks the plate. I'm like, what in the hell are you thinking, bro?
Yo, man. Anybody else you want to shout out real quick, bro?
Shout out, of course, Three the Horrible Way, Bakelo, Zitro, Acid Cult as a clique, and of course, LSP, Lyrical Snuff Productions. So much love for them cats. Chuckles, Ruckus, Scum, Insane Poetry, Smalls One. I could go on and on. Razor, fucking keep your eyes peeled. LSP's already been doing things for 26 years. They just brought something horrible inside.
I'm trying to find what's your YouTube page for Three the Horrible Way?
I think it's under Last Laugh Records.
Oh, okay.
KPZ's kind of got the control on that one.
He's got the control. He's got the keys. Whoops. All right, bro. So I really appreciate you coming on.
Absolute honor for me, Rick. Absolute honor.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna play the latest one that you have with the 3 the Horrible Way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that right now. But yo, thanks a lot for coming on, man. I really appreciate you and your time, bro. And I have a lot of respect for you, man. And
Thank you, brother.
yeah, I like your story, bro. It's different and it's interesting. You know what I mean? And it's just, I think you love what you do, bro. I really do,
Absolutely.
man. And
Absolutely.
I think the people around you, they love what you do.
I just want to see people smile.
Yeah, man. I'm proud to say I mess with you, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I was
man.
up in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, bro. Much love, man.
Much love.
All right, so that was King of the Horrible Way, yo. King of the Horriblecore. I'm sorry, man. I can't talk tonight. My stiff person got me all screwed up, bro. But yeah, yo, that's somebody right there that you can respect as an artist, as an individual, just all around, bro. Like, just loves the movement, got involved, loves helping his friends, and just a hardcore supporter of the people around him. So, I mean, no wonder that they all love him. You know what I'm talking about? That's good shit, man. Look, it's still alive, man. It's still out there and it's still alive. Don't give up. The real shit is still out there. All right, our next guest, he's from St. Louis. A lot of people know him. I don't really know a lot about him personally, but he's been around to a lot of these shows. Other people know him. We're going to bring on JDevil here in a minute. First, I'm going to play this record right here, take a song break, and then I will be right back. Give me 1 second here. JDevil, we'll be right back with JDevil.
Ride it with the blicky, the armor light with the titties. Last line fuckers, let me know if you're with me. And still fuck the industry when everyone's an enemy. That's the core family, murder these cats religiously. They don't gotta love it, but they gon' respect the legacy. I'ma keep it wicked and represent to the death of me. 10 toes down, underground, trick the pedigree. Skeezied up, rubber mask and bandanas even. Little Savannah got a 9 milliammer. It's a cold world, I really hope you understand it. The drawdown on me, I'll be ready, I won't panic. Somebody let them know it won't go the way that they planned it. They planned it.
What you gonna do when we come for you? Where you gonna go? I don't think you know what you gonna do when we come for you. Where you gonna go? It ain't safe no more.
Better run and hide, hell you got a head start. Seems like a fun time, shells pop your head apart. This be the season that your scheming all stops. Need to know the reason, it's the treason that you brought. Round here we all team, fuck with one, fuck with all. Fuck face, fuck off, it's your motherfucking call. Getting pissed at the reply, won't switch up the response. You missed me when you tried, but I hit with nonchalance. One shot, one strike, one loss, one life. Too late, 3 deep, 4-1, sleep tight. We take care of our own by taking out threats. So let's take a minute and pay you our disrespect.
What you gonna do when we come for you? Where you gonna go? I don't think you know what you gonna do when we come for you. Where you gonna go? It ain't safe no more.
It is murder time. Murder so divine. Give your throat a slice. KBC with 9. Dope has got a gun. Horrible
It's last laugh, little bitch.
Yo, I like that song too because it's got like a bouncy, almost like, you know what I mean, like a club joint to it or whatever. The production is very deceiving. What you think you're gonna hear versus what you actually hear, like lyric wise. All right, yo, let's bring on our next guest, JDevil. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, can't complain, man. It's going. I'm feeling more positive than I used to, and just trying to work on towards doing more positive things and trying to just spread the positivity.
So you're from St. Louis, right?
Yes, sir.
You've been there your whole life?
Yeah, born and raised. I pretty much live in every corner of St. Louis.
Damn, St. Louis is a rough place from what I hear.
Murder City. That's why my studio business is Murder City Sound.
Damn, bro. Where you at in the woods right now?
Yeah, in a non-disclosed area.
You looking like Crocodile Dundee right now, bro.
Yeah, we were at a buddy's house. The camera's actually sitting on a box Chevy right now.
Damn, it looks like y'all doing some hunting for real.
Yeah, he wanted to show me his box Chevy and whatnot, so I was like, sure, but I got an interview to go to.
So when did you so since I don't really know anything about you really personally, bro, I guess I'll just start in the beginning, man. What got you into music?
It started as a coping skill. How I got some traumas out when my so this individual right here is my identical twin brother, and he ended his own life in August 14th, 2009, when we were 13 years old due to bullying.
Damn,
And
bro.
that's the main
Okay.
reason I do this.
Okay. That's a heavy, bro. That's heavy. That's especially you just dropped that little nugget right off the bat, bro. That's heavy, man. So that's your inspiration?
Yes, sir.
Damn, 13 years old, man. I'm really sorry to hear that, bro.
I live for the both of us now. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. So you already like headed towards music at that point?
Well, me and him growing up, we had a bunch of goals that we wanted to do, and one of them being we wanted to be Marines. So I did enlist in the Marine Corps, and I served 4 years honorably. So I did do that.
You were in the Marines?
Yes, sir. I was an 1833 amphibious assault vehicle operator.
Damn, bro. You see how like when I see y'all in the chat, when I asked him if he was a Marine, you see how he rattled off all those numbers and his assignment when he was in there. We've had some stolen valor. We've had some stolen valor lately in the chat, bro.
Yeah,
So
my DOD numbers 12969213331.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like that's something that this other individual, he never talked like that. And see,
Dude.
I know some military guys, and that's how y'all talk. You know what I mean? Like right away, yo, this division, this, served here, and this individual
I was a second
didn't
assault
talk
infantry
like
battalion,
that.
Bravo Company, second platoon.
Exactly, bro. It looked like
And,
you're on a mission. Somebody said,
dude, they
like
brainwash you, man.
right now.
Dude, I could take my glasses off, close my eyes, so you know I'm not reading, and I can rattle all 11 general orders of the century, word for word, to this day still. And I got out in 2016.
No, bro. Listen. I don't know why, but I believe you. You know what I mean? I believe you, bro. I mean, because I could just tell the difference. When the other individual would talk about serving, he would just be very vague. He would just be like, "Yeah, I was in Afghanistan." That's not how y'all talk, bro. You would have been like, "Nah, I was with the 3rd Battalion of the 54th and all that other shit." You know what I mean? Like, so, absolutely, bro. So who was your like inspiration when you started rapping? Like who were you listening to? Like who were the artists that were shaping, you know what I mean, your view on rap?
Believe it or not, it's not what everyone would think. As a matter of fact, it was Eminem. I actually used to hate Eminem. And it was actually for a really dumb reason because in the song "My Name Is," he had
Yeah,
a line in the uncensored version goes, I felt like someone else. I felt I hung my original self from the top bunk with a belt,
yeah.
and that's how my brother ended his life.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
then I
he
thought to
didn't,
myself, I'm
you
like,
know.
well, he don't know my story. I shouldn't hate
Right.
him for that. It's just very ironic how close that was to my trauma.
Yeah. So it was triggering because that's
Yeah,
such a traumatic situation, bro. So when you heard him say that, that was triggering. I remember. I think anybody with half a brain could understand that.
yeah.
But so you went on. So who did you listen to?
So who I was listening to is a lot of it was stuff me and listened to together, like Green Day, Linkin Park. As far as rap, if I remember correctly, it was just really battle rapping. Really, I was watching a lot of URL videos.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what you were getting into.
Yeah, like Shoddy Haro, Arsenal, Hitman Holla.
Them are the Titans, bro. That's the Mount Rushmore of
I,
that
I
shit.
met Hitman Holla at a Mary Star Casino in St. Charles by accident.
Damn. So you were listening to a lot of battle rap and all that. So that's why it's you make that quick transition into diss songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like you have to have a sense of purpose, delivery, and you have to have a destination when you deliver your cadence and your bars. They can't just be random bullshit when it's a battle.
Right. Right. Okay. Yo, that's what's up. So yo, going back to the Marine thing, bro. Where did you go? Did they place you anywhere, or were you
Yeah, I
home?
was in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, the permanent duty station, but I went to MCRD San Diego. I was in MCT, also at Camp Pendleton. So was my MOS school. So I spent a lot of time in California. Uh, as far
So
as
you were state
deployments,
stateside.
well, yeah, I went on stateside, but I was also on UDP in Japan for 6 months. I
Oh,
did go
nice.
over to the Mediterranean in Middle East for a little bit. Um, and a lot of it was a lot of battalion training exercises.
They would just move you around to train you.
You know what? That's most Marines' careers. Just hurry up and wait.
Yeah, you sound like a Marine, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's how they talk, man.
Oh
That's
man,
how
it's
they talk. Yeah, being a Marine is that's the real shit right there, bro.
and that's something that I remember to this day. Every second, standing on top of the Reaper, seeing the sunset come over the horizon when we were about to receive our equal open anchors, saying the Chief Jones started telling us, "You are a Marine for life. No one can take that from you. You are a United States Marine for the rest of your life. You are a United States Marine. When you die, you will be guarding the pearly gates of the United States Marine."
That's it. That's it, bro.
I got
Um,
chills just even remembering that.
when you were in the Marines, did they tell you where the Marines started?
Yeah, they actually started in Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is a bar
Ex-
in 1775, November 12th.
exactly.
Captain Samuel
Exactly.
Nicholas, first Commandant Army Corps.
Exactly, bro. My hometown, bro. Exact. That's why I was just
Oh,
wondering, bro, if they told you this man is a Marine for real. Okay, when you're a real soldier and you really serve, this is how you talk. You know what I'm saying? This is how you talk. So everybody in the chat, this is the difference between a real person who served and the bullshit that we were subjected to for the last 6 months. Somebody
who is the Stolen
lying.
Valor?
OD the street guard.
Man, just by the name alone, God.
Bro, he had us all fooled, man. I'm really upset about it, bro, because I respect the military and a lot. My grandfather was in the Navy for like 40 years, 35 years. You know what I mean? Like, so I really respect that a lot. I have a spot for that in my heart. You know what I mean? And I just hate fake. What I hate. Listen, don't tell me you do anything and then it not be real, bro.
Right.
Not only was the stories about serving a lie, but his music is AI. So nothing was, you know what I mean? So we lost out, bro. We got fooled like a motherfucker, but it
I don't
happens,
understand
bro.
it. Like, there's no point in saying doing something just to look cool. If you want to be that, then go be it. It's that
Right.
easy.
Exactly. But they don't have the heart to do it, bro. That's the
Called
thing. It takes
manifestation.
heart. It takes heart, bro.
Only less than 1% of the nation are United States Marines.
He was in the army, supposedly. He
Oh well,
wasn't.
Army
He
stands
wasn't
for ain't
saying
ready for
Marine.
Marines yet. Just kidding.
You guys all have like that
Same
inner
job.
like rivalry and stuff like that. So I mean,
Yeah, but it's all love.
no, it is. It is. I mean, once you get on the battlefield, it's all definite love. You know what I mean? But within the core, I know you guys hold yourselves to the at the highest level. I think of all the armed
Absolutely.
forces. So that's the outlook that you have, and you're supposed to have that outlook, bro.
Absolutely. I remember Captain Cohn before a patrol. He told us, fuck what they told you before coming. Fuck the politics. You know damn well when you get out there, you protect that Marine to your left and you protect that Marine to your right. We're all fucking coming home.
Yeah. So you were there what year?
2012 to 2016.
So Trump was all
This
right before Trump.
Obama.
Obama.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
because
my
Phil.
commandant was General Amos, and Sergeant Major Barrett was the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps.
Oh yeah, bro. You don't have to. I believe you. You know what I mean? You ain't got to prove no further than me, bro. I know when I'm talking to a soldier, bro, and verse when I'm talking to a liar. You understand what I'm saying? I know the difference, bro.
Man,
So
people,
that's what's up,
my
bro.
brothers and sisters died for that uniform.
That's a fact that I never knew about you, bro. I mean, I knew about the music and all that, but I didn't know that about you.
And I don't try to use it as something to gloat. I did it for one, my brother, and for two, to defend those who can't defend themselves.
Hey, bro, whatever your reasons were, it don't really matter. I mean, you did it. You know what I mean? Like you went in, you did it, you said you were gonna do it. Yo, respect,
That's
man.
all. That's all it takes, and that's everybody watching in the chat. If you want to do something, you can do it. There's no can't. This.
Yo, that's what's up, bro. All right, so look, let's get back on the music tip a little bit. So you were under management um
Yeah.
with an individual. Uh, well, I'll just say it. His name's TJ.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
yeah,
That ain't gonna bother me.
yeah. I mean, it ain't gonna bother me either. I mean, so he did some shady stuff while he was your manager. I mean, we've all heard about it. Now, I don't want to try to be whatever, bro, but people have questions. This is an interview.
I'll answer them all.
Yeah, I'm genuinely curious, bro. All right. So the first thing I want to ask you is somebody told me that this motherfucker was going in your bank account and stealing like money, like every day.
So he wasn't. So he wasn't going into my bank accounts. He was begging me for money. I could literally send you screenshots of my Venmo, of me sending him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because he's like, oh, I can't feed my family. I guess my daughter's not gonna eat tonight, or like something like that. To,
The
pull on
fuck
my
is he not a
heartstrings.
man? He's not a man. I mean,
I, you know, I try. I try to keep it as positive as possible, but the way he did me, man. I left my life in St. Louis to move to Tennessee in hopes and promises from somebody that lied to me.
right. Um, See, that's the one thing. As soon as somebody at our level says that they have a manager, my ears perk up and my brow goes down
One
because
thing I
there's
will give him, he did give me the biggest opportunity I ever had, and I got to perform on the same stage as Jesse Howard and New Breed in Outlaw Nation in Cookville, which is the biggest thing I've ever been part of.
right. When someone's your manager, they're supposed to be connecting you with like opportunities left and right. They're not supposed to be like begging you for money and stuff like that. They're supposed to
Right,
be trying to take you to the promised land. I know it's easier
right.
said than done, but they make a lot of promises. I've heard this guy talk on panels and stuff like that. And he talks a lot about what he's done for everybody, but I can't name one person that he's gotten signed.
Mm-mm. Uh,
So
he's
you
done something like behind the scenes. Like he did work at Upchurch in his beginning early years.
so you so he was begging you for money, and you sitting here taking care of him, because I'm sure you at that time, you mess with him.
Yeah, and then he goes on this panel saying, "Oh, I owe some lady $1,400 in rent." The reason I owed her rent is because I packed up and left immediately. Because if I told that man no, he threatened to fucking beat me to a fucking pole.
That's wild, man.
He showed up to my fucking place before. He's chased me in cars before.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
like I'm not
why?
exaggerating. I'm not about this drama shit. Like that's a little fucking outrageous, man. And then the reason I was so behind on rent was because he was always begging me for money.
Damn.
And I was working at Magnetti Morelli, which is a factory that makes headlights for cars. Like I was busting my ass.
That's crazy, bro. Somebody said he got arrested for shoplifting, like a bunch of
Oh yeah. You know who exposed him
bro,
for that? This guy.
you?
Oh, I have so much shit on that motherfucker. Why do you think he ain't said my name lately?
I don't watch him, so I don't know what he's saying. I mean, but when you're on YouTube, you can't help but just come across, you know what I mean, people and stuff, and
Yeah.
he's
And TJ,
connected
if
with
you're
a lot
watching
of
this,
people.
remember that what you told me that you didn't want the world to know. So go ahead and talk. I dare you, and I'll let the world know what you don't want them to know. But I'll keep it hush for now. This is your warning.
You're nicer than me, bro, because I'd have put that shit in a song by now. You know what I mean? And
I
syndicated
know
that
he's still
shit.
got a family to feed, and his family didn't do it. He did.
Hey, I hear that, man. I hear that, and that, to me, that plays more to your character than his, because you also, I don't know your personal life, but you have bills, you have a life, you have stuff you have to take care of, and I don't think he was taking any of that into account. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to be, if you're his artist, if anything, he's supposed to be sending you money. You know what I mean? Making sure you straight. Hey, you
I
got
mean,
what you
I
need.
understand like he actually did facilitate the place of where I was living
Okay.
because I was jumping crib to crib in St. Louis and I was going through a rough patch. I'm not gonna lie. And he facilitated this place where I was staying, but he made it impossible. And it
Yeah.
was either his way or the highway. Like on my birthday, I was at his house cleaning his house.
That's wild, bro.
Like, bro, come on, man.
That's wild, bro. How you gonna fight? How you gonna be in the Marines, bro, and then come home and have to deal with that?
Man. And it's not like I was like in fear or anything. I was conflicted because this is the man giving me my opportunities and I don't know where else to go from here.
Right.
So I was at a standstill. And he is well connected. He is friends with Beverly Howard of Outlaw Nation. He knows just in time. Like he knows people. He really does. But I'm at the point I don't give a fuck.
Right. You shouldn't, bro, because at the end of the day, that's all good, bro. But those people are not. Those are not mega. You can make your own way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
what artists fail to realize and why a lot of them fail is because they psych themselves out. The world's a lot bigger than what they see on their phone screen.
exactly. This is just one pocket. You know what I mean? This is just one community, one pocket. There's like pockets and pockets and pockets of different. Yo, I could play a just in time song for any one of my homies, and they would go, "Who the fuck is that?" You know what I mean? They wouldn't even know him, bro. I know motherfuckers that don't know who Adam Calhoun is. They don't listen to that
He
shit.
lives in Illinois.
Yeah, they don't know who the fuck that is, bro. They like, if I show them Jada Kids, now they know who I'm talking about. Like, so yeah, you're right, bro. There's a little pocket, you know what I'm saying? And then people think that that's the whole world, and it's not, bro. It's really not.
Yeah, they limit themselves, and you know, I'll shout out to Uncle Dub. He started FAFO 100 Radio to go around the algorithm. I was actually there at the very beginning of the start, and I was part of the FAFO team. And the reason I was off the team because I'm completely transparent about it and open. I had a drug problem, and I had to overcome it. And I had to overcome my own demons, and I let Uncle Dub down because he was in recovery. So I don't blame him and his decision to separate me from that because if it weren't for that, I would not have bettered myself.
I got you, bro. And again, respect. Okay, respect. A lot of people are dealing with that same very issue, and they won't admit it, let alone make a change. You know what I mean? On their on, and I'll tell you something else, bro. Respect because you saw their side of it, where most people would go, they did me wrong. You know what I mean? They did me wrong. They let me go. But that's not how you see it. You see it
Oh,
as I was the problem. I was the problem. That's how you see it.
yeah, because if I'm in an altered mindset living, that means I'm in an altered mindset making my music, and that's not fair, not just me, but to the people that support my music because it's fake. If I'm not
Right.
me, it's fake.
Yeah. You seem to have a real sense of trying to be authentic.
Absolutely, because the world deserves more of that. If you
And
ever
you,
look up Colt Montgomery, he has a song called "Lost Soul," and it's about veterans coming home from war. I'm the main actor in the music video. It shows a scene where I'm at my twin brother's grave in a soldier's uniform, and I'm actually legitimately crying. The cameraman, shout out to Old Mississippi Soundhouse, Moderate Clark, he put the camera down and said, "Hey man, we don't have to put this in there, man. I'm sure Colt would understand." I said, "No, the world deserves the authentic side of me. They deserve realness."
yeah, man. Shouts out to that, bro, because I'm similar in that aspect. And I appreciate your transparency, man.
Yeah.
You, yeah, man, because maybe somebody else can hear this and maybe at the bare minimum maybe relate to it. And then I think we've done our jobs, bro. At
That's
that
my
point.
mission. The dollars don't matter to me. I just want to save someone's life with my music.
So how long have you been on your own now without management?
Oh well, I left him and pretty much right after New Year's because my last show I did with Eagle Entertainment was January 1st at Cub Mountain in Crawford, Tennessee, and also the grand reopening of the Cub Mountain ATV parks. And what really set me off was I found out he got paid by the dude, and I'm like, well, what about me? He's like, well, if you wanted paid, you should have spoke up. I said,
That's
what?
crazy.
Are you serious? Like you're my man here. Like what?
Right. And that was the moment that you realized you don't really have a manager.
Man, what breaks my heart is after he like I left him and he said all the shit he said about me. So many people that I gave my heart to turned on me, like Marcotic, J Davenport, or Straight Savvy. He used to be really cool with me, but I mean I don't have a problem with him, but he don't fuck with me because of that.
Yeah.
Uh, I respect everyone's opinion because everyone has that right. That's why I was in the armed services because that is your right to think the way you want.
Right. No, you're right, bro. And listen, don't look at it like that the opportunities are gone, bro. Just look at it as now you have new opportunities that you haven't uncovered yet.
And it really breaks my heart because Triple T, you know who Triple T is, right?
Yeah.
He's a four-time Purple Heart recipient, and I refer to him as third sergeant. And I actually had a lot of respect for him. And I hear through the grapevine that I'm fucking blackballed from his show because of TJ.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that about Triple T that he served. I wish
Four
I didn't
Purple
know
Hearts.
that. Yeah, I wish I didn't know that because I don't really like him. You know what I mean? But when I hear stuff like that, now it's like, now I'm forced to respect him. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to do
He
that. I
really
didn't want
does
to
have a good
respect.
heart. What he does, he knows what brings in the money and feeds his family. So that's what he's doing.
Yeah. I can't hate on that. I'm not going to
Yeah, he
hate on
really
the
is a
business
genuine
side
hearted
of it.
dude, though. He really is a good dude off camera.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. I don't know him, so I can't really say. I know on his show one time we had words over some comment I made about one of the songs he was playing. I think it was like an Adam Calhoun song,
Yeah,
and
that's one of the boys.
yeah, and I made a comment, and then he went in on me a little bit, and I was like, oh, all right, You know what I mean? I mean, I told him off, but it is what it. He won't even remember me probably because that happens every day on this channel.
Yeah, people come and go, and that's what I tell everybody: the world's not going to stop spinning. So why give up? You might as well keep spinning with it.
Right, right. So what's going on with you now, bro?
I've so many songs that are not released. It's unreal. Like right now, I'm actually promoting a new song that's releasing on 9/11 called "Known Hitters" with Sheezy B, who's another St. Louis local artist. Shout out Sheezy B for coming out with the music video shoot. I'm in the process of editing the music video now, and it's a pretty good song. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of catchy.
Well, you can send it in if you want, and we'll review it.
Absolutely, I'll do it right now.
And you said it drops 9/11.
Yes, sir.
That's what's
What's
up.
the email again?
Rick Ruger Reviews at gmail.com.
You have the file, right?
It should be on there.
Okay.
It should be both on the drive and in my actual iTunes file.
Yeah, my wife helps me too.
Yeah. This is Lilith. She actually does the camera work for me. She
Yeah,
does the promoting and runs the page, and she's been
yeah,
an essential part of my
exactly.
team.
That's that's what every guy needs, bro.
And you know who told me I should have done? I should do that? Big Smoke.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah. SB
you know
Queen
some
is the
people
one
too
stuff.
though. You're still
Yeah.
connected with some people, bro. You should link back up with them, man. Like
I
use
still
your
talk to Big Smo, but I never ask him for handouts or favors. Every time I call him, it's like, "Hey man, how you doing?"
I I know one thing, bro. I didn't know a lot about you, but just based on our little conversation so far, I have gained a little bit of respect for you. You know what I mean? Based on everything that I'm hearing, I didn't know a lot of this stuff, and
Oh,
the
it's easy
Marine
in the
thing, and
comments.
just the whole situation that you went through with the bad management and all that. But you still here, bro. So you got to put out that music and do your thing and make your own lane. You don't even need a manager, bro. Like you know what I mean. You your manager.
That's why I started DV Nation, and DV standing for Deviant Visualizer, which means deviating from the path. Stop following everybody else. If you believe in something, you go for it and you chase it. That's why I call my fan base outsiders.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. You got a whole universe like set up.
Yeah.
So do you have an album coming or just singles?
I thought that's been a really tiring thought lately, and I think this time because I did release an album back in 2024 October. It was a horrorcore album. I think I'm gonna release singles, and then once I have a certain number of them, then I'll release them all together as an album, so I can get individually recognized and people can learn the songs, and then put them all out so you can have them all.
Okay, okay. And what you trying to do that in 2026 or 2027?
Well, I think this first song coming up on 9/11 is probably gonna be the start of it. That's gonna be probably one of the first songs on if it were to become an album. Because I have so many done, it's unreal. Like I have a vault of like 80 songs.
Damn, all done, mixed, ready to go.
Yep.
What you sitting on them for, bro?
Well, less work I gotta do. I just sit back and promote and release. You know
Damn,
who does
bro.
that better than anybody? 501 Bryce.
Is that what he does?
Yep. And his secret to fame is this right here. Review shows.
I think that's how a lot of them blew up. Whoever of them blew up. Well, I think Adam Calhoun had a weird video with
Up
Joyner
church.
Lucas, Upchurch or so. Oh, right, Upchurch. That's
Yeah,
what it
he
was.
used to go on Vine with him.
Yeah, and they did that reaction video to Vicky Well. Remember her?
Yeah. The best chocolate milk I've ever had.
Yeah. Are you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
See y'all at the cookout.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's how he blew up or whatever. It wasn't even by rap. You see what I'm
So
saying? So, like, you're right. When you say keep doing it, you know what I mean? Like, don't give up. Just go out there and do it. Like, that's a prime example. Dude went viral. It wasn't even a rap song. And then he just built on that. So, hell yeah, bro. So, you got
yeah.
80 in the vote, bro? You got an 80 round drum clip?
Oh yeah. Like
Damn, bro. That
man, like I love it when people underestimate me. I really do.
I think people in my community don't really know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're kind of newer to us. Now I know you've been on some of the other review shows, but my community is just getting to know you. You know what I
That
mean?
man, your
So
community is awesome, man. I try to tune in every time I see you live, and it's nothing but great vibes every time I come in.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. We try real hard, bro. We've had issues here and there, but no, it's not like when you tune into them. You know, yeah, they always fighting. You know what I mean? There's always
Yeah,
somebody in
my
there.
first time I ever heard of you was when you and King Reza had the falling out because I was on the
Oh,
show in Cherokee, North Carolina, and I met Reza. But I've never picked sides in any beef, and that was one of the biggest conflicts I had going into the country rap lane, which I'm not even a country rapper, so I don't know why the hell I did that.
yeah,
But I was going on country rap shit in the comments, and then I also was going to hickorbilly shit in the comments, and like, oh, he's a fence rider, he's a fence hopper, and I'm like, no, it's called networking, dog.
yeah.
I'm a hippie.
Well, people are gonna hate, bro. Um, Depending on how you move or whatever, people are gonna hate. But as far as I'm concerned, you seem to have a pretty respectful outlook. You know,
Yeah, I want
and
everybody to make it. I'll never gatekeep from anybody, and I'll try to do everything I can for anybody. Like, I'll go on
yeah.
TikTok live, and I'll see these guys putting in these amateur songs. I'll be, hey man, you send me your stems. Let me show you what it should have, and let me tell you how I did it, so you can do it next time.
So you engineer music too? You
Yeah,
make
I actually was a audio engineer for the old Mississippi Soundhouse for about a year before I actually started releasing my music.
oh shit. So you damn, see, these are a lot of facts that people don't know about you, bro.
Yeah,
Period.
I do my own
Don't know.
videos. I edit my own videos. I don't pay a dime to anybody for anything. Everything I do myself.
You make beats too?
That's the only thing I don't know how to do. But that's the next thing I want to learn. But it's kind of hard to find time to actually sit down and learn it.
I think that at some point, and everybody does their own thing and everybody has their own process, but in my opinion, if you overextend, then something else will suffer. You see what I'm saying? Like, so
They say we only use 10% of our brain, 90% left.
yeah. Imagine if you could use 100%, you could probably move objects and shit.
Oh my god, dude! I thought about that. I'm like, damn. Well, what does the other 90s do then?
It just chills. You know what I mean? Just chills.
Chilling.
Yo, what's the craziest shit you seen when you were in the Marines?
Probably finding out how innocence doesn't exist in this world, and the limits of how far evil can really reach.
I think in this country we're shielded from a lot of what you're talking about. Yeah, as bad as the things that we see, like what you're talking about, you go to another country and you see the other side of what you're saying.
Oh, and Chad, I'm not ignoring y'all. I want to say, going to let y'all know. And back to the guy that said, "Have I been to Hannibal?" I've been to Hannibal once or twice. I've heard stories about people like disappearing from there, so I do know the urban legends. Yes, I'm familiar
Yo,
with Hannibal.
Rabbit,
Shout
what's
out,
up,
Chad.
bro? Rabbit, I see you. Nah, I wasn't watching the chat either, bro. My fault. We get into the interviews and I tend to tune the chat out. My fault, man. I need to do better.
Yeah, my bad, y'all.
Much love,
Like without
Rabbit.
y'all, we wouldn't have a show.
Exactly. Much love, man. Jay Bird's always. Jay Bird's bro. That motherfucker's solid as it get. Period. You know what I mean? So so what you're saying is you just saw evil, right? That's the worst thing you saw in the Marines. You saw real evil.
Man,
Young hitter, what up?
there's definitely people that should still be here right now that are not.
Yeah, yeah, that's real shit, bro. Hey, yo, on the flip though, right? What's the craziest shit you seen in St. Louis?
The craziest shit I ever seen in St. Louis. Fuck, I was working at Valvoline Oil Change on West Fortune Chambers. That's Ferguson, Delwood area where the riots happened. And I was literally guiding a car out. This dude stands up from a bus stop with a backpack, and he starts walking towards the sidewalk, like peeking over like this. And I'm like, what is this dude doing? Like, the bus don't come for another like 20 minutes. Like, the one just left. And then you see him run in the middle of the road, pull out a gun, right at this car's windshield 11 fucking times, and the car swerves into the telephone pole, crashes, and the dude's dead.
Damn.
And in the same property, we come in and like this is a month later. We come in, there's police tape all around our work. There's blood all over the sidewalk, and there was a drive-by shooting the night before. And the shooter was 17 years old, and the victim was 21.
That happens all the time here. So
Yeah,
know exactly.
So low key. Well, it's not gonna be low key. I actually have footage of that still on my iCloud from the security cameras.
Damn.
And
Yo,
I remember watching it, and I have my area manager behind me. I hear him. He's like, "Don't you have something else better to do?" And I turn around. It's my area manager with two major case squad detectives. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm out."
So you never been like locked up or nothing?
I've only been to jail one time, and that was the day I went to Tennessee on November 8th. And that was because I forgot to pay a ticket.
Damn.
I mean, I definitely stood my ground, and just because I ain't been to jail, it's not because I'm a good two-shooter. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I'm smart.
Well,
I
you were in
think
the
about things.
military. You were in the military, bro. So that's different. You know what I mean? It's a whole different outlook, man.
Yeah. We have a acronym for mission accomplishment. It's called BAMSIS. Begin planning, arrange reconnaissance, make reconnaissance, complete the plan, issue order, supervise.
Yeah, bro. You talking that hoorah talk? You know what I'm saying? You talking that hoorah talk, bro? Oh man, that's what's up, man. Like somebody actually real doing it, man. I like it, man. I
Yeah,
like to see
this
it.
is my newest tattoo. Actually, it says if you read it one way, it says Semper Fi. If you flip it around, it says Marines.
That's probably the dopest shit I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, I've wanted that tattoo forever.
That's fucking dope as hell, bro. One of my closest friends, maybe like 20 years ago, he was a Marine, and he would
Hoorah.
tell me, yeah, he was in Japan, bro. He went to Japan, and he was
Good
telling
old.
me some stories about Japan, bro.
I'm sure
He
you
was,
heard the name Camp Schwab or Camp Hansen or Iwakuni.
I think the last one, the
Iwakuni.
uni,
He was on mainland then. He was an air winger.
yeah, I think that's where he was at, and he said, yo. Japan is nuts. It's like completely wide open, bro. At night,
He used to hearing the term no Gajin.
yeah, it's
No
crazy over there.
Americans.
Yeah, he had fun though. Oh, another place he was at was Guantanamo.
Oh shit, Cuba.
Yeah, he went to Guantanamo for like 9 months, and he said
Oh
that was
hell no.
really crazy. He said that if you step 1 foot off the base, that they could shoot you. That
Yes.
yeah, and they was like, yo, you know what I mean? It was crazy, man. He had a really different time. I love hearing the stories, bro. I do, man.
Yeah.
Yo, much love to you, man. I got a whole new respect for you. I didn't know a lot of this stuff.
I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I never, sometimes I even forget to bring it up sometimes. I've had friends tell me, like, wait, you're a Marine, bro? I'm like, you didn't know that?
Yeah, you never brought it up before, bro.
Just something I did, and I try not to dwell on it because I just try to look forward. Look through the windshield, not the rear view all the time.
Hell yeah, bro. That's good advice, man.
Mhm.
All right, bro. I guess we'll wrap it up, man. I really appreciate your time and everything, man. And we'll have you back, bro. We'll bust it up again.
Yeah, I sent you known hitters too. If you guys want to review it,
All right, so I'll be live Wednesday, and I'll review it live on Wednesday. All right.
make sure you all tune in.
Yeah, man. Make sure you come through, bro.
I will be there.
All right, bro. Mad love, man. Much love, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out St. Louis.
Yo, shouts out to JDevil. So, so we just learned some stuff we didn't even know about him. Now, I want you guys to take note to the way he was talking about his military experiences versus what we heard the other in OD talking about it. This guy's a real soldier. You can hear the difference, bro. Clear difference. I hate fake. I think most of the people in our community hate fake. A lot of you guys are authentic people with real life experiences. You guys have been through a lot of shit. And a lot of you guys don't tolerate fake. So that's why something like this that happened in our community is kind of like, it kind of really like blindsided us and rocked us, because this is not who we are as people. It's not how we operate. But shouts out to the real people, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Shouts out to the real people, the real soldiers, the real people that tell the real stories of what they've been through and not the bullshit. First, we had King of the Horriblecore. Yo, what a straight up real individual. All he's done is grind for his people, and now he's rapping with them and all that. But he started on the ground level. You heard him, street team, ground level. That's a rider right there. Much love, man. Hey, yo, much love to the chat. J-Bird, Kilo, Def Reacts. What's up, bro? Everybody in the chat that I missed, man. Yo, much love to y'all. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Big Fat Rick Show. Rick Ruger Reviews will be back on Wednesday at 7:30. And we'll see y'all there, man. And remember, stay happy, stay hungry, and never skip dessert. Peace.
Well, that's the end. We're calling it a night. The buffet was loaded and the food was just right. Stacked up the plate, then I went back for 3. If there's one more dessert, save a slice for me. Mashed potatoes, chicken ribs on a roll. Mac and cheese put a smile on my soul. Ice cream, calling pie, saying come on back. I ain't leaving till my buttons start to crack. Hey, we cleaned that buffet. Every single tray got carried away. From the first bite to the last French fry, we ate so much we nearly touched the sky. So wave goodbye till the next big feast. Bring your appetite from west to east. Same big laugh, same hungry crew. The Big Fat Rick Show will be waiting for you. Now it's time to roll on home. Find a couch and leave me alone. Thanks for watching, don't you fret. We'll see you at the buffet on the next Big Fat Rick Show. Stay hungry.